Top Spiritual, and I'm back with another video, man. Simple. Now, today I'm gonna be talking about the pineal gland. Now, I'm gonna talk about some things, and if you're not open-minded, it's gonna bother you. If you're religious, and I'm saying this beforehand because I don't want to offend nobody, but if you're religious and you're about to watch this, just know that I'm not trying to offend you. I'm not trying to persuade you into doing something that you may not want to do. I'm only giving certain information, and you can take it and do what you want. But anyways, talk about the pineal gland. All right, how to decalcify the pineal gland. First off, before I explain how to decalcify, I'm gonna explain what and how this calcification of the pineal gland happened. Now, the pineal gland, when we're born, the pineal gland is fully functional. It's not calcified, it's fully functional. This is why you see little kids may look and point at things that you can't see. It was a video on Facebook of a little girl. They took her to a cemetery, and the little girl was just doing kissy faces and waving at things, but the parents couldn't see it. Now, that may or may not have been because of the pineal gland. Because see, when the pineal gland is activated and decalcified, fully functional, you go up into a different state of mind, a different dimension. Now, how does calcification happen? The main way calcification happens to the pineal gland, if you live in the United States, is from the water that you drink. The water that you drink is filled with fluoride. All tap water has fluoride in it. All tap water. Pay attention to the water that you drink, like from the city and all that calcium, city water. Look at the water that's coming out of the faucet. Is it clear, or is it like white little flakes in it? And then it may smell a certain way. Now, the reason it smells a certain way is because of, for one, those pipes that water comes through have been down there for decades. They don't get clean. So you're taking in that nasty water filled with all these things, calcium, filled with fluoride. The government in this country puts fluoride in your water mainly to keep you from achieving this, the third eye. They don't want you to open that. Now, if you're a part of a religion and it teaches you that the pineal gland is devilish, demonic, and some bad thing, you shouldn't be a part of that, because that's simply not true. Because why would God, like y'all say, created y'all and gave you this? I talked to a girl on Snapchat, talk about the pineal gland and meditation, and she was like, oh, you shouldn't do that because you're opening yourself up for demonic things to come into you. So many people have that perception, and I don't get mad at them because it was what they taught, but because they're clearly misinformed. I can't get mad at somebody for being misinformed. Now, you're not opening yourself up to demonic things. I've meditated for long periods of time. Meditation is not going to hurt you in any way possible. It's not. But back on topic, pineal gland. How to decalcify it? Okay, first off, you need to stop taking in fluoride. You have to stop the intake of fluoride. Now, fluoride is in water. Fluoride is in sodas. Fluoride is in most of the toothpaste that y'all use. Now, this might all sound crazy. Like, if it's in all this stuff, how do I avoid it? Now, if you stay like in a country area, you know, like a country area, you're drinking well water, that water usually isn't contaminated by fluoride, although it might have some other things in it, but it shouldn't be fluoride in that. But what I do, I drink this Fiji natural spring water. This water has no fluoride in it. You can get these you can get this whole container, and I'm not sponsored by Fiji or nothing, but you can get this whole container for about $2.28. It'll last you a long time. Some people may say that's expensive, but understand that they make the cheap stuff, they make the bad stuff cheap so you can buy it more. The good stuff, you're gonna have to pay for quality, but you can get trash for almost nothing. So Number one, stop the intake of fluoride. Number two, you want to eat more healthy. You want to eat more organic, whole foods. Now, this might scare some people off because a lot of people, when they hear eat healthy, they just forget that. But understand that when I say eat healthy, it's a process. You're not just gonna wake up and just start eating healthy fully in one day. You're gonna have to work towards it slowly but surely. But you're gonna have to eat more organic, whole foods. Eat some kale, eat some cabbage, fruits, potatoes, apples. What are those things called? I can't think of the names right now. But bananas, eat things like that. You want to consume positive pranic foods. You can also, now number three, it's this thing called pink Himalayan salt. You can take that as well. You can buy it off Amazon. Pink Himalayan salt. What that does is it produces melatonin inside the pineal gland. So in short, it helps it start functioning again. Now, my pineal gland isn't activated yet. I'm gonna go and get that out the way. My third eye isn't open either. But I've been seeing certain results after I've stopped taking fluoride, after I've used pink Himalayan salt, and after I've been eating healthy. Eating more organic whole foods. I've seen results. I don't want to say those results because then again, some people may not have experienced these things, and I don't want to put a picture in your head. So when you try these things, you'll try to force yourself to be there, and mentally you're not. Understand that everything is a process, and understand that decalcify your pineal gland is not going to happen overnight. The older you are, the longer it's going to take. That's just how it is. By the time somebody is 35 years old, their pineal gland is fully calcified, turned into stone pretty much. But what the pineal gland is something that we all have. It connects us to the spiritual realm. We're able to connect into and ascend into higher dimensions through this, the pineal gland. Now, I don't speak on things that are out of my experience, because then once I speak on things that are out of my experience, that's when I start going off he say, she say. So it's certain things that I've heard and I've seen people say that they've experienced due to their pineal gland being decalcified. I've heard that, but I'm not going to sit here and tell you it's true 100%, because it's not my experience. Once something is my experience, then I know. Spirituality is about knowing, not believing what somebody else says. When you hear somebody else say something, take it as simple information. I don't believe it, but I don't disbelieve it either. I just simply don't know if it's not true. If it's true, I messed up.